Hello there.
Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. How are we all doing? Crips, good morning to you, evening to me, morning to you. I'm in a pretty good mood. That is wonderful to hear. Got the memory in without an issue. So how much did you get again? Was it 32 gig? I can't remember. That should make the City Skylines actually work. Hopefully. Supposed to get a new controller as well because the current one has hard stick drift. Man, I've got a controller as well. We've got two, but I've got one of them has just like it's basically unplayable. Like everything is unplayable with it because the stick drift is just like it's so awful. I mean, I rarely use my Xbox, and I don't use like a controller on my PC very frequently, or if ever. But the times that I have had to like use that controller, it's bloody annoying. Also, thank you for the prayers. I hope you feel blessed with that. Milky Age, welcome. How are ya? Welcome to the stream. This is it. This is the one. We're going to be playing some City Skylines today. Hope you're doing alright. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't really have anything to say. I'm tired. You know how it is. That's a new face, if my memory serves correct. As in, Milky Age. I'm just gonna say milk. It's gonna be like horribly. It's gonna be like, what's the word? It's like my brain just needs to like reboot for a second. Don't mind me. It's gonna be really offensive or something, just calling you milk. But you know, this is where we're at. Yeah, Milk actually, I think they came over. Well, they came over from a Quali stream. They were in a Quali stream when I was hanging out there as well, and they decided to stop by and visit, and now they're here. So, yeah, it is a new face. 216 gigs, nice. I could use that, but I've got everything works as it is. I just would like more RAM eventually. Got a hell of a deal on it because I bought it off a friend. I thought you were gonna say because of Black Friday sales, but that's probably even cheaper getting it. I'm assuming second hand. Doing good, just working. Yeah, get that a lot from the sort of more UK European viewers. They'll just like chuck it on as basically as a podcast while they're doing important work. And yeah, it's great. Or when they're on their lunch break or something. Basically brand new for like a quarter of the price. Yeah, I mean, can't pass that up. Milk is fine. Alright, now I'm gonna have to call you something else because you've agreed that's fine. Age. No, I'm just gonna. Milk's way is here to say. Age just sounds weird. Hey, Age, how you doing? From a Monkey Mel stream into a Collie stream to here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because yeah, I think I'd recently done. I think I'd rated like 15 or like 10-15 minutes before, and then Monkey raided as well, and you obviously came in with that raid, and I hung around there for a little bit, and yeah, just everyone had a bit of a chat in the chat as you do. And this is where we are now, which is great. I also went back, she was still streaming, because she was doing a 12-hour stream. She built a desk, and then she played some Sekiro and stuff. I went back in the morning, and like 9 a.m. in the morning, 9:30 or something for us, for me and Quali. And she was still going, so I just hung out there for an hour or so, which was pretty good. Yeah, good times. Good times. $50 paid, $160 at its cheapest on Amazon. Right, so like, yeah, literally like a third of the price. That sounds like it's basically new. Man, awesome. Good deal, sweet deal. I'm the Bald Eagle dollars, of course. Oh, in the Bald Eagle dollars, of course. Yeah. The greenback. Spent all my evening yesterday testing. You gotta do your testing. if you don't spend the time doing the testing, you spend the time working to get the money back that you lost because you didn't test and it broke. And if you're lucky, when it breaks you can fix it. If you're not, more dollar bills. It's worth doing the extra testing, that's for sure. Anyway, we've got a game to do. Shall we get into it? Oh, actually, hold on. It's clearly working a charm. There it is, finally. Has anyone noticed anything different in the back of the stream yet? Obviously, Milk, this is all different to you, so your answers are invalid. Crips, have you noticed anything different in the stream, in the background? I'll give you a moment to figure it out, because it leads into an idea that I want to potentially do. If I stay awake long enough. And I want to do it relatively soon because we've got the charity streams coming up, and also I just like doing it as quickly as I can. Basically, I don't want to just sit in there forever. Wes, welcome. How you doing? Good morning, Zombie Wes. How are ya? It's been a while. What music is this? Always good to find stream background music. This is my own personal brew. It is, you may be very well aware of this song at the moment, is quite superstitious. The song's superstitious. I basically have like almost 3 hours of like smooth jazzified songs that you know, or maybe should know. Put into a playlist and I play it. We've got some like game soundtracks, we've got some, I don't know if we really have any movie stuff. Oh, we've got the Star Wars Cantina one actually, we've got that one. We've got just like pop songs and stuff. And this one's obviously already jazz, so it's not that much different. But you get something like Fireflies or something jazzified and it sounds pretty funky. Yeah. Oh yeah, I put them all together myself. I wanted to...
Shut up, Wesley!
Yeah, shut up, Wes. God damn it. I wanted to be able to, like, give it out to people so that other people could use it, but without doing a whole bunch of extra stuff that I don't really have the time and effort and there's just like legality stuff, basically copyright stuff. And just a lot of complication. It wasn't going to be possible, unfortunately, because I really wanted to be able to be like, guys, there's like 3 hours worth of like stuff that I've made that people can use, but yeah, like I don't get copy strike for it, which is great, but unfortunately I can't really share it, which kind of sucks. Doing a little bottom up early today so I can be here before I gotta go do other things. Well, it's a pleasure to have you. It's been a while, so I hope you're doing alright. That's cool. Yeah, we actually did a stream on it where we did one of the songs that may come through at some stage. We did a production, like a music production stream, where we put together one of these songs for the background music. And it was actually really fun, and it went surprisingly well. It was great. Sorry, I had to anyways. Hello, Wesley. No, well, you got to do it. I didn't do it, so you got to do it.
It's ça 200 près de tout le gain time. Well time to make a suburban scrolly.
Yes, I'll just catch up on chat and then we'll get straight into it. Did you notice what the new thing in the stream yet is though, Crips? I don't know if you heard me say that.
Hello there.
Truman, welcome. How are ya? Welcome to the stream. Because there's something different in the background. I want to know if anyone notices because it'll lead into something. Makes sense. Be very cool. Tend to use lo-fi normally. Yeah, this is kind of lo-fi-ish jazz. But I don't know. I have this like. I actually like lo-fi stuff. There's some real nice chill lo-fi stuff that sounds super cool. Like the stuff on Coley's stream, for instance. She has some really good stuff that she uses. But yeah, I'm not very good at making that sort of stuff myself, and otherwise I'd have to buy it, essentially, like buy the rights for it. So, I like this stuff. Works really well. So, yeah. But yeah, I do like some good chill lo-fi. So thank you for the prayers, Wes. I hope you find blessings for the prayers. Not sure what's new, as it all looks new to me. I love the Oblivion pick though. Oh yeah, that's new since you've last been here. How sick is that? It's got the Oblivion Gate and then like the Imperial City. This is like, I got this off Etsy. It's actually like so legit. There's another one on my throne gifts that I'm eventually going to get myself. It's basically just like a list of things that I'm eventually going to get, which is like a Skyrim one, which also looks sick. But yeah. Memory is garbage, so I basically have zero idea what's in the background. That's fair. It's this. There's so it's a Lego set for the Thanos Gauntlet, and it's obviously, I only got it today, so it's not built. It's in the box, and I was thinking what could be really cool is if we do like a Lego build stream. I can whip out the old webcam, put it on the bench, and actually have like a camera of the build. And we can do a little build. Put together the gauntlet, put it up on the shelf. What do people think of that? I reckon it'll be real fun, but it's hard to say. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I reckon it'd be great. I reckon it'd be super fun. Just chilling, making a Thanos gauntlet. I reckon it'd be great. You need to put the Lego Death Star behind you. I couldn't afford that. Isn't that like super expensive? Isn't that like one of the most expensive Lego sets? But yeah, that's what it is. So if anyone has if anyone like actually like to see that, please let me know, because I reckon I'm gonna do it anyway, because I reckon it'd be pretty cool. But just finding the time to do it, because we got tomorrow is the flight sim stream, and then I don't know if we might. I'm thinking maybe we already replaced the Cyberpunk stream before, but that has been what's the word I'm looking for? It hasn't been getting as many people into the stream. Let's just say that. So it's not the worst thing in the world if I have to replace that every now and then. So I'm thinking maybe doing that. Monkey, welcome. How are ya? Welcome to the stream. We will play a game very soon, I swear. I promise. Lego stream would be nice. Yeah, I reckon it'd be good. Wes agrees. Okay, I reckon we do it. Yeah, I reckon we do it. Maybe on the Cyberpunk on the Thursday. So we have flight sim tomorrow, and then maybe the stream after on the Thursday we do the Lego build. Which would mean like 2 essentially just chatting streams in a row, but honestly, I'm kind of down for that, if you guys are. I think it's the most expensive Lego set by far. $1,570.99 US. Yeah, that's a no from me. I'm pretty sure this mustn't have cost, well, for my wife to buy it on a whim, it mustn't have cost more than $100. So, that's Australian dollar dues as well, so there's no way the Death Star's going in there. I'm good, thanks, loving the music. Thank you, the second person to mention that, who's enjoyed the, 2 people from the same raid, to be fair. That was in quality stream. It's a bit of a long but you know what I mean. Yeah, I made it myself. Short story. I made it myself. It's like I've jazzified a bunch of different songs and game soundtracks and stuff, and I'm really happy with how they sound. First one I saw on Amazon. Oh, okay, yeah, fair. We've got a sexy hydration. Okay, this is the thing that either solidifies people staying or never returning. So this is the baptism of fire, everyone. Trying to time that with the music. just terribly there. Lego Millennium Falcon, for reference, is $160 US. Wow, so it's like literally 10 times the price. That's insane. Haven't seen this in a while. Hydration time. This is very important. Well, there you go. You've seen it now. You've seen it for the first time in a while. I'm staying. We got him. We got him, everyone. They're in. We've solidified. Alright, let's get the game started, shall we? We are building Chunky City, and we need to be playing. We're 20 minutes in, and we haven't even launched the game. Well, I have the game in the background, but we haven't even started loading yet, so. We trapped one. Yeah, good thing there's like no cult vibes going on anywhere or anything like that, and there's no like sound alerts that would signify that that's a regular thing that happens or any nonsense like that. It's a good thing. It's just you know, City Skylines. Love this game. It's a great game, isn't it? I've been really enjoying it. It's kind of sad that we're kind of coming to the end of this. We've got 1.5 tiles till we reach the vanilla limit, the vanilla tile limit, 9 tile limit. Yeah, we're gonna be putting it down for a little while. I reckon we'll come back though. Honestly, how fun this has been.
All hail the great and mighty log.
How successful this has been as well with like engagement and stuff. Yeah, it makes me want to come back because I know we've got 2 things lined up after this. And then well, 3 things actually. We've got 2 indie games, and then we're gonna do an open TTD playthrough where we'll go pick an arbitrary business value or something, maybe like $1 million or something like that. I don't know. And then we'll play to that. And then there might be 1 or 2 other things, and then we might come back to this because this has been really fun. And I usually get sick of games quite easily. But the only reason that I'm sort of finishing this, aside from the fact that we're hitting the vanilla 9 tiles, is just because we've kind of run out of things to do with this city because we've built like everything we can. But yeah, I'd be keen to start another one at some stage. I also love this game. I have like 550 hours on it. Yeah, that's right. Crips is the local cities expert. Alright, so this is what we're working with. We've got all sorts of stuff. This is where we're working on at the moment. This is like the offices. We're super close, so it's actually closer than I thought. We've got to fill in this area, and then down here, and then we're done. Like it might be finished during this stream. Especially if we chuck it on 2 speed, which I might. I'll just let it go for a bit. Good. That all sounds good. Yep. Yep. That's not a cult though. Disabling disasters was the best idea by far. I'm only good at the realism part of cities. Yeah. No, so backstory for that is we did, was it 2 or 3 cities before this? Then all were wiped out like 100%. Like the whole city was erased by a flood. That's why this city is called, what do we call it? Tsunamis turned off this Timesville. Because we turned off tsunamis this time, so that we could actually play the game. I was like, I feel like we have experienced the natural disasters. Maybe now we play the game. And it's been the best decision we've ever made, because now we've been able to actually play the game, and it's been super fun. And I think, yeah, I'll never have disasters turn on again. Because the thing is, we could have recovered from some of them, but it would have taken like an extra entire stream just to get back to ground zero where we were at. And then it wouldn't have even actually really been back to where we were. We would have to build back up again, like population-wise. So, yeah, we turn that crap off. Some people, it's the vibe. For me, no. Let's zoom that. Oops. Too much. That's a big city. It's a big one, isn't it? We're almost full. Yeah, like this is the city limits. This is the tile limit that you can get in vanilla. So We could like fill in a few more little edges here and there. It would make people sad though. So this is sort of, yeah, this is it. This is the last parts here. We've also got a spaceship. Oh, you know what? Wes, especially now that you're here, I'm assuming you're still here. We literally have a spaceship with your name on it that we're gonna need to launch. It's the Shut Up Wesley. So we should launch that soon. We should launch that real soon. Speaking of, if things go well, I'll be starting on the next one today. Oh, next city. Nice, nice. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Like 3, yeah, that's right. 3 of the cities just failed before anything happened. Also, I made the original map. That's right. Shout out to Crips. Made this map for us. You know, it's fairly simple, but that's exactly what I wanted. It's like, you know, flat. We've got a river. It's exactly what I wanted for what I wanted to do, and it's been super fun to build on it. I'm looking forward to seeing what some other people can do with this map if they want to, and if they have the chance to. Like Crips, I know you're going to build on this eventually, because it'll be good to see what people who know what they're doing can actually do. Let's just zone some of that. But yeah, at the moment it's just zone and chill, really. Speaking of, now that I probably can run cities, mind sending back over the original map file sometime after stream or tomorrow. Yes, for sure. Put it in Discord in the suggestions. Just let me know like where and how I can find that, and as soon as I have the time and the ability to do that, I'll suss it out and get it sent to you so that you can play it. Because I'd love to see what you can do with this space. There's spaceships in this? Yes. Well, there's rockets, yeah. As Crip said, there's rockets. You can make a Chirp X launch site and you can launch rockets from it. And you get to see it launch, which we will do in just a moment, actually. Very soon, if y'all want me here for it. Got to scoot in about 25 minutes, sadly. Okay, we'll do it in just a minute. We'll do it very shortly. My poor egg masterpiece. Probably be focused more on making my Vegas creation before this, but definitely get to it. Yeah, no, for sure. I want to see that too, so just at your own pace. Yeah, so this is the, hold on. This is the piece de resistance of the whole map. So Crips made some of this. The parts that don't look good though, that's all me. The 30 water towers and all the power lines going everywhere, and the spaghetti balls going, the spaghetti stuff going everywhere, that's all me. That's all me. Oh, hey buddy, that's really cool. Ban that man. Ban him. Gift a sub. No. Block. Report. Bots. Sorry everyone, I'm just gonna do this. Promoting. Spam. Promotion. Sure. Done. Where's that? I was trying to find the actual button for, isn't there a way I can actually... What? Where's the ban button? Or do I just go... ban... What was his name? Natty. There we go. Bam. Done. Sorry about that, everyone. Back to what we were doing. Your reaction to that? Oh, hey, buddy. That's really cool. So flat. Look, yeah. You get them now and then, and just honestly, it's just a waste of everyone's time. There's one guy that I follow that like specifically goes, now everyone, if you want to get your followers, get in there quickly, because we're going to give him his moment in the sun, then we're going to ban him. He handles it quite funny, but I do my best. Alright, space. We've got to go to space. And I'm just sick of bots, right? They're so annoying. Get out of here. Alright, so we have a game. We have a game that we need to play to launch the rocket. Let's actually pause the game for a second. We're gonna launch a rocket. We'll switch it back, don't worry, we'll switch it back to the actual launch when we get to the actual launch. But there's a game that we must play to launch this rocket. I'm sure some of you definitely are already familiar with this game. Other of you will be familiar with this game, but under different names, I guess. It's just a numbers game, I don't know. I'll explain the rules in just a moment, and then we can launch a rocket. I just sent a DM to help you get the steps for grabbing the map back, referencing the same steps as putting that thing in. Okay, cool. Awesome, thanks for that. Oh no, not the countdown, please. Okay, so you guys have to be the countdown for launching the rocket. The way this works, you may have played a game identical to this before, and this is what we're using. We have to obviously start at 10, and we have to count down to 0. And then once we get to 0, we launch the rocket. What happens is, Truman Gangster gets out of the chat, we ban him, he's out of here, and then we can start. We go from 10, so somebody has to say 10, and then somebody else, not the same as the first person, has to say 9. We continue this sequentially down to 0. Somebody says 0, at 0 is when we launch. If 2 people copy the same number, so if Crip starts with 10 and then somebody else happened to come in at the same time, due to especially like lag and stuff, and they say 10, countdown scuffed, we have to start again. If somebody says 2 numbers, so if Crips goes 10, 9, we have to start again. If, basically, if it's not sequential different people, 10 down to 0, we have to scuff the landing and start the launch and start again. So it's your job to count down. And looks like we're already off to a start. So here we go. We've got Crips starting. We've got the 10. It's 4 people too. I know it gets real dicey when you get more than 3 or 4. When you get more than 3 people. All right, we're at 8. They're just waiting. They're sitting in the cockpit. They're like, what's taking so long? We've got a 7. I mean, you guys did it real cleanly last time. The first time, it was an unmitigated disaster. But the second time, you guys were all over it. So, with the extra people here, maybe it will go better, maybe it will go worse. We're at 7. Who's gonna get the 6? Who's gonna make the 6 happen? We've got to get this rocket launched. Maybe there should be like a timer as well. If it's not in like 10 seconds, then you have to start again. Oh, 6, milk. Oh, 9. Ooh, 5. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. 4, 3. Whoa, it's going well. It's going too well. We've got a 2. Remember, we have to have 0. 0 is the launch number. 2. 1. He's gonna do the 0. Don't scuff it now. Don't ruin it now. Who's gonna do it? We've got a 0. Wow, you guys just nailed it first time. -1. No, we have to start again. Sorry, we have to start again. Wes, what's this? What do you do? No, I'm kidding. We'll just do lives. It's fine. It's the biggest game of chicken. It literally is, isn't it? Alright, we'll launch. We did it. You guys nailed that. Alright. The HMS Shut Up Wesley is gonna launch. Here we go.
Shut up, Wesley.
Yeah, shut up, Wesley. Here it goes. Let's get a good view of it. It's on screen, it's on camera, good. Did I click the launch button? Why is it taking so long? Oh, here we go. Here it goes. They were running off of our countdown. That was just inputted in the game. That's why it took so long. And everyone's happy about that. Whee! It's like the end of Civ 5. You did it, everyone. Can we get an exclamation mark clap? Chap? Exclamation mark clap in the chat, please. A bit of a celebration. We did it, everyone. We did it. Well done. You all did it. I wanted to see what he would say. I was very tempted to make it start again. That would have been funny. Thank you. We did it, everyone. Good job. Good job. 2 for 1 in the game so far. You guys did it. I'm proud of you guys. Did it first time. First time. We really dialed into that game now. Now we have to come up with like a new, more convoluted way to launch, because it feels like you guys have just got that now. Also, actually, we should name our next rocket. Who wants a rocket named after them? What's the next rocket going to be called? We've had the Shut Up Wesley, the Tim Curry rest in peace, who's apparently not even dead. I think it was a hoax. And we've had Bluebird Heavy 1 because we didn't know we could name rockets at that stage. Now we need to find a new name. What's the new name? Now you can start building on the moon. Isn't that like Anno 2255? Or it's not that number. It's Anno something. You can like go up and build on the moon. Or is it Beyond Earth? I never actually played Beyond Earth because everyone said it was terrible. Civ 5 was incredible, but Beyond Earth is apparently terrible. This time with 4 lads, I know it was. I'm impressed. First time for the 2nd time in a row. Yeah. First time, first try. The 2nd time in a row. Very well done. The Los Dineros Destroyer. You are destroying my next city. Oh, I see. So I launched the rocket that then comes down and destroys yours when you're done. Is that what it is? Rocket of just milk? It's just a rocket filled with milk. We're just launching. It's because we've got cheese on the moon. How do you think cheese exists? It's just cultivated milk? I don't know how cheese works. I ain't a scientist. But maybe if we just send up buckets of milk, we'll make a new moon. Buckets of milk. There we go. That's our next rocket. The buckets of milk. The HMS Her Majesty's Service buckets of milk. What color do you want it? What color? The last one was purple. Your name is also purple. But we can put it whatever color you want. Cheese rocket. We're making the moon. My city is safe for now, I guess. Yeah, well, there might be another rocket. Although, like I said, we might finish this stream, honestly. We might finish this city this stream. So this might be the last rocket. A milky white? That makes sense. Well, it's sort of like a... There we go. A milky off-white. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna keep filling in stuff. It's sort of, it's going quicker than last time, and I've only got it on 1 speed, which is even better. I think if we put it on 2 speed, we'd be finished too quickly, so we'll just chill on 1 speed. Oh god. Lovely name, yeah. The HMS Buckets of Milk. Imagine, set the scene, right? It's 1969. Russians are threatening to go to the moon first. There's tension. There's, promise of war. There's a Cold War going on. Somebody needs to do what needs to be done. Somebody needs to go to space to prove that they have the bigger dangus. Mr. President, what have we got to call this brand new endeavor, this grand gesture of independence, freedom, and the American way? Buckets of milk? He's got it. He's got it. We've done it. We're set. The Apollo 13, more like buckets of 13 milk cartons. I don't know what I'm saying. Wow. Buckets of milk. What a great name. I love that. I agree, it does not destroy my city, so... Well, maybe a bucket of milk would destroy your city. You don't know. You don't know what kind of... Maybe it's corrosive milk. I don't know. I didn't make the payload. I just named it. Should I get... I don't think I want... on the outside there. Let's do like a big chunk here. Not there though. Probably fill this as well. Go. Yeah, so we're just gonna do that. So this is just, I think this is all gonna be offices. I wasn't planning on that, but the need for offices in industry just keeps going up. So we're gonna fill that, and then this is gonna be like high density, mostly residential, and probably some offices as well. How happy are your communities? Pretty good actually. 84% global happiness. Residential, 92%. Commercial and offices, not so much, because I've put them mostly next to industrial, because they don't care as much about that as residential do. Industrial happiness though, pretty happy. But globally, yeah, it's doing alright. On most of the metrics, things are actually not too bad. Health, 84%, not bad in a city this big especially. Traffic flows. It actually flows. It's weird. The traffic flows better than it did when we had like 60,000 less cars in it. Or civilians. There's obviously some backups in here and here. That's still pretty bad, but this used to be real bad, and now it's not as bad. Oh, this is bad actually. What's going on here? I mean, it says it's bad. That's actually not bad. That's just how the thing works in this one. But the flow is actually fine, so I'm actually not concerned about it. It just goes, oh, there's high traffic here. Bad. Red. But most of the time, it's actually not that bad. As long as things are flowing, it's fine. As long as your garbage is getting picked up, then you're good. I always accidentally build houses next to sewage and they get mad. Have you seen my sewage? This whole river is nothing but sewage. Just all sewage all the time. And then like garbage collectors at the mouth. Imagine if this flooded, just everyone would just leave and never return. Yeah. It's I find that if you just gotta leave some barriers between things, like between residential and commercial, residential and not so much offices. They don't like it a lot, but I haven't seen too many issues with it. But like even just like a road of gap tends to help. I mean, the Great Basin definitely looks like a whole different planet. Is that where Las Vegas is? I'm unaware. Just use inland treatment plants? No! Sewage! We have to have the Brown River. There is no compromise. We have everything exactly as we wanted. Everything is perfect. How dare you? Copied your comment by accident? Wait. Oh, you copied the comment. Is that what you meant? Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm like, what's that? I was meant to say, depends on the size of the bucket. Could be a tsunami of milk. No. No. Why you give me PTSD like this? We literally named the city. Tsunami is turned off this Timesville. We do not want a tsunami of milk. We have lost 3 cities to, I was going to say milk-based incidents. That would be weird. To liquid-based incidents in the past. We are not having a tsunami of milk. Never again. I mean, to be fair, when we finish this, we will end the whole city with like tsunamis out the wazoo, just to go out with a real bang. But for now, we stay safe. Also, double-digit viewers today. Yeah, the City Skylines ones. Like, I know there's a couple new people here, which is fantastic. I'm so happy you guys are here, and I hope you're enjoying yourself. But the City Skylines streams, We have had one or two where there's been like almost 0 viewers up until the halfway mark, and then everyone comes in. But generally, they do all right, which is another reason why I'm like, I kind of want to do another city when we get through some of the other ones, because it's just good. Cities always does well for some reason. Yes, yeah, it does. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah. Great Basin is most of the states of Nevada and Utah. Okay, alright. Makes sense. Generally some of the lowest areas of the US by elevation compared to city. I see, right, so flooding, not a good idea. Not great for that place. Remember when you had a road named Brown Town? Yeah, Brown Road or something? Like, something like that over a river of sewage? Yeah, so there was like a computer generated name. It was on a different, it was in the before times, before we got flooded and had to restart our city like 4 times. We literally had a road with a generated name that was called Brown Road, and it was directly over the top of a river, purely an inland river that literally had just sewage pipes all up it. So it was quite aptly named, I found. Almost 0 your mods didn't even turn up. So I've been thinking about like quotes and stuff, because we don't really have the quotes turned on. Milk-based incidents, I mean that's a good quote. But I don't really know how it works. I vaguely have some understanding of what it is and what it does, but we just haven't really. And you know, I say things, but they're not always smart things. I mean, I guess that's why you have. I guess that's the best quotes, right? I don't know. Maybe I should tell my mods to start adding quotes. I have to figure out how it works properly though. That's why the Great Basin is a desert, very low, so high air pressure, as well as rain shadow from the Sierra Nevadas and mountains within amplifying it more. Don't want to live there. Sounds awful. Brutal, rub salt in the wound, why don't you? Maybe we should teach our mods these things. I mean, to be fair, we have like one sort of main mod that is usually here, was like consistently here for almost all of the streams, but they recently have been on a Space Engineers binge, and they've been playing that a lot. And I always tell my mods that, and any of my viewers at all, that if you've got other things that you need to do or want to do, live your life. I'm not your dad. Do what you want. Love to have you here, but the world will not fall apart if you decide you'd rather do something else. We should get some more water and sewage happening. I think we need more in the Brown River. Look how brown that is. Down to Brown Town. Hopefully this won't cause any problems in the future. Hey, there ain't much of a future left. We're almost at the end, so everything will be fine. We should get some more water towers as well. Where can we stick them in? Maybe like here. There we go. Connect those. Connect that as well. Do they have power? Oh good, I don't have to add any more power lines in there then. Thank goodness. Perfect. There are a few programs that can save quotes, depending what you use. Stream Elements, Streamlabs, Mix It Up, all can save quotes. Yeah, so I'm using Streamlabs. I'm aware of the functionality of it. I've just never really looked into it because mainly because no one's ever even like showed any interest or, you know, tried to use it or anything like that, and I've just sort of been vaguely aware that it exists but not really done anything with it. So maybe we should get it up and running. I don't know what that entails, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Yeah, it is. Yeah, people still live in the desert. Absolute lunatics. Yeah. Absolutely. It's not for me. I mean, where I live is like 2/3 desert or something. in the breadth of the whole country, but luckily I don't live in one of those deserts, because no thanks. Adam has disappeared from Space Engineers? Wait, he's not in Space Engineers anymore either? I literally saw him playing it today. Is he just not playing it right now? Or are you saying that he disappeared to Space Engineers? Like into Space Engineers? Why is our money going down? Sad. Monkey's quotes are all accidental innuendos. I mean, they're the best quotes, right? Either when you just say something that you meant to sound at least somewhat intelligent and it just comes out to be the dumbest thing you've ever heard, or just like something that was clearly not intended as an innuendo, but oh my goodness, it sounds like an innuendo. Those are some of the best quotes. Angry Clans mobile games. It's Clash of Clans. Oh no. Get out of my... I don't want your crappy mobile game in my real game. Get out of here. Space Engineers kidnapped Adam? Well, he'll be back. Eventually. Maybe when we switch cities and Skyrim around. Maybe he'll come back. Adam, come back. I know what you mean. Milk loves to catch a poorly phrased sentence. I mean, there's so many of them as well. You know? You give them, whether intentional or not, sometimes you just end up giving them ample opportunities to make you look like a fool. And I say make you look like a fool, I mean you already look like a fool. They just pointed it out. Which is the beautiful dynamics of Twitch chat. It's a lovely ecosystem. Right, let's get that one. Ooh. Okay. It's getting there. You know what? No, I am going to put it on 2-speed because I'm just looking at the at the speed projection right now in my brain, in my mind palace, and I reckon we're almost halfway. I reckon if we speed it up, we might finish tonight. If we don't, we probably won't. How far away is our... Okay, so it's going to be a little while. I don't know if we'll get to launch it this stream or not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I live basically on the doorstep of a swamp. I love rain. I don't love rain. I hate it. I love rain. I mean, funny thing, I actually pretty much live in a swamp as well. You may as well call me Shrek, because I own a donkey. I don't know what I'm talking about. No, like literally where we are is like almost, it's yeah, I think it actually is like considered swampland, but the way that they've like constructed and stuff like that here. They used to have issues with it, but then they learnt from previous failures and they've actually been able to build on it properly now. And where I am specifically is like one of the highest points of said swampland, so we don't get like flooding or any like proper issues. But it's also not like it's not like Louisiana swamp and stuff where it's just like hot and humid and disgusting all the time, because we are coastal. It's I mean, I think that's coastal. Louisiana's coastal. I know, but it's not like disgusting like that. I can't stand that. Miss Scoot now, sadly, much love. I'll be back for another stream. No worries, Wes. Thanks for dropping in. It's a pleasure. Haven't seen you in a little while, so it was good to catch up. Hopefully we'll see you in some of the charity stream. Again, they're probably gonna be super early for you, so not expected at all. But whenever you can pop back in again, it's always a pleasure. So, good thing you got to see your ship, your namesake launch though. That was fun. You guys nailed it. Super impressive. All right, let's get some of that in there. It's going. It's all going. It's all going. You may as well call me Shrek. You are made for quoting. Maybe we need to set up quotes. I feel like we need to set up quotes. I am like on more of a roll tonight than I am on some other nights though. Sometimes, I'm sure you get this as well, being that you also stream, right? Because, yeah, I think you were the one that raided the other day, Quali. Some days you'll get, like, it'll just be, the quips will be coming. Like, it'll just be out of the brain, onto the tongue, and then your brain will just switch off every now and then. That happens to me quite frequently. But you'll just be on a roll. Tonight, I'm sort of like mid-ground. Like, kind of, but not so much. A little bit. And then other times you're not even necessarily like upset about anything specifically or like in a bad mood or anything particularly. Sometimes you just be like, doing a stream, I guess. Yeah, you know, it's still fun, it's still enjoyable, but sometimes you're just not there. Not as snappy. It happens. Tonight, though, we're in a good place. Alright, let's fill in this last part. And that is all of our residential on that side, I believe. So there's offices there, and then we just need to. Oh, we haven't built roads here. We should build roads. The American Southeast as a whole is a swamp. Yeah, no thanks. Not for me. Basically, run doorstep of those Louisiana swamps. I thought it was something like that. I knew you were close to there. They actually look good. Just gotta be careful of them gators. Yeah. No, it's just the humidity for me. Just can't do it. I hate humidity. Can't stand it. All right, let's get some. You know what we haven't had for a little while? Some wangles. We haven't had any wacky wangles. So let's go with some wacky wangles, shall we? It's been quite a while. Let's go there. And then let's do like a real crazy right angle turn there. Gotta have some connections. Another little nook. That can connect there, and we'll have it connect over here as well. Yes, that's why I dropped back into. I was like, my rocket launched yet? Yeah, no, perfect timing. Yeah, you guys did great. And it was good to have you. Enjoy your hopefully non-zombified day from now. Let's go there. This is just a work of art. Look at it go. I know what I'm doing, I swear. He fooled no one with his sentiment. Let's connect there. Are we drowning this place yet? Pete, welcome to the stream. How are ya? Not yet, but we are getting very close. We are getting scarily close. Go away, I don't care about you. We have finished the low density residential over the other side. Now we just have to finish the high density residential over here. And then we'll be ready. Now some of you may think that I'm just slapping down roads at just like completely random spots. We need a connection up here, right? But it can't be too close to that one. There we go. Okay, that's looking alright. We just gotta fill it out. Yeah, out of the brain onto the tongue, just like you said. Out of the brain onto the tongue is another. Yeah, we're just full of quotes tonight. Because out of context, that's what makes things great. That's a bad quote right there. That's what makes entertaining quotes great, is when they just, in the moment, they actually make sense, but out of context, you just sound like a raving lunatic. And I like to live on that moment of raving lunacy and pure genius, but never reach genius and always dip scarily deep into lunacy. because that is just that's where you have the most fun, right? Maybe. No. Okay. Gee, this is bigger than I thought. That's what she said. Stop it. If I call it out, it means it's you have no power here. Words have no power. If they're called out, right? Okay, let's go down there. We go. This week's alright. I'm used to humidity. Sorry. It's actually been better in some cases, like working with electronics. Dry climates tend to have worse and more common effects of static. Yeah, I can see that. Effects on me as a human being, though, I'll always take dry heat over humidity. The humidity drives me insane. I cannot stand it. It's disgusting. Especially when you have to, like, you have a shower, right? You wake up, you have a shower, and within, like, before you've even really gotten out of that shower, you already feel like you have to take another shower. It's disgusting. It's the worst thing in the world. That might be slight hyperbole, but only slight. Okay. So, we don't want too many intersections, he says, as he looks at 1,000 intersections. Sometimes, when I'm not feeling it, the game is good enough that it keeps me engaged, but definitely gets strings where the hamster isn't spinning in the mind wheel. Yeah, and that's why I always try and choose games that, because when I started this, obviously there was no one watching, and there are times, even still, when there's no one watching, and that makes it harder, especially for like the old brain hamster. I always try and pick games that, if no one's watching and I was just playing this by myself, I'm still having fun. The exception being Dead Space 3 that I played with Lee, which was absolutely awful, and if anyone even says that name again, I get flashbacks. But generally, I try to play games where I'm just like, doesn't matter, I'm gonna have fun. And I feel like that is the secret. Because then you can just be like, just chill. Just talk to yourself a bit. Just hang out, have a good time, play a fun game. If no one watches, you know, it's a bit upsetting, but you still had fun at least. One day I'll get to the end of this road. Alright, it's connected there. Okay. We should connect these ones. Oh, that is a lot of intersections. That's right, it's fine, everything's fine. What are you worried about? These are some spaghetti wild roads. These are the country roads that will take you home. And get out of my stream because that's rude. Actually, these aren't even going to be country. These are going to literally be high density, so I don't even do that. I mean, you think this is bad. This is like... This is probably... Well, it's similar to some of my other suburbs. Oh, didn't actually mean to place it there, but... I guess there's no way to undo in this game, so I guess we're stuck with that forever. We're so close. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit because our stuff is building up a little bit. Alright, let's just make this pretty simple here. Man, I'm just like a professional designer here. Look at these roads! Look how quickly I got them down! That's what it's about. Being quick, right? Even American suburbs have more organization than that. How dare you? And that's a hard feat to try out. I knew exactly what I was doing when I started playing this game 3 years ago. And played it once and put it down. No, that's not true. I played it more than that. Yeah, it looks fun. It looks great. Just play like no one is watching. Unfortunately, people are watching this. I don't know why, but... Melbourne suburbs be like, yeah, this does. No, this feels more like East Geelong. And I know that half of you have no idea what that means. But Pete right now is just going, you know what? Yep. Yep. That place is just a maze. And not amazing, a maze. Or like lovely banks. My goodness. The banks may be lovely, but the roads are terrible. They are madness. We'll fix that later. There we go. We'll just let that fill in a bit. I try to attend streams consistently. Oh wait, hold on. Let me backtrack a bit. Dry heat's way easier than dealing with your shirt constantly sticking to you. Absolutely, absolutely. But it has its positives in some regard. Yeah, I can get that. I try to attend streams consistently, and I try to be as vocally thankful for that you're here at pretty much every stream, because it genuinely makes a big difference to the quality of my life streaming, basically. Because it's like, when I started this, the whole idea was to be like, okay, it doesn't matter if no one's here. We're gonna have fun anyway. But the amount of difference it makes having people here, even if you're not necessarily planning for them to always be here, is immense. Like, it really helps. I'm playing this game tonight in the UK. I'm so inspired. Look at the inspiration. There's so much inspiration to be had. Actually, you want some inspiration? Welcome to Anchovies Nuts! It's because these are like fish scales, and these are anchovy fishing boats. Anchovy fishing boats. So just chew on those for a little bit. See what you think about that. Inspiration, is it coming? It's very difficult considering streams start at 5 AM here. Yeah, I know. Like, honestly, absolute mad lad. Oh, I need to put in some infrastructure down here. We should do that in a sec. I'll just catch up on chat and then I'll put in some infrastructure. Like maybe water. Did I put in water already? I did. Okay, I at least had that much foreknowledge to do. I could probably help with some realistic designs and some technical bits. For Monkey, yeah. If you're not busy, yeah. Go hang out. He's playing tonight. I don't know if you're he or she. Generic term. They. Yeah. Go hang out for sure. Started in like 2019 on a console and 2020 on a PC. Yeah, Crips has a lot of knowledge in this. A lot of experience. I've been playing this game in a baby mode. This is next level works of art. I think Crips mainly plays with like a bunch of infinite money and stuff like that on, because they get real into detail and do like very specific, like accurate builds and stuff. Which yeah, is a different way to play, and I definitely have respect for that. Whereas I just am a maniac, and I don't know what I'm doing. Sauna? Okay. But it all works out in the end? Question mark? We have no power. It all works out in the end. We have no power. That's right, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Everything will be fine. Did we get... We didn't put these in, did we? No. Let's put some of those in. Over here. Do we want a pool and some yoga? Yeah, why not? Oh god, I have those. That was bad. That didn't even work as fun. Fire station. Police. Headquarters, there we go. Another HQ down here. Schools. Okay, now we're gonna be on these schools. So we're gonna have two, I think. And yeah, two of those, but we don't want any unis. No, we don't want any unis. I'm pretty sure... Should we... Problem is, when I put in one, it will go straight into the green, and I don't want that. So, I think we'll leave it like that. We'll have another one of these over here. And maybe another one of these over here. Let's just get some power to the people. Oh, and I haven't put in a metro for this place, so I need to do that as well. Do not let me forget that, because I absolutely will. The second I'm talking about something else, I will instantly forget. Okay, there we go. Let's just reach out for a second. Cities with mods can achieve way beyond this. If it's like 9 yeah. There's so much you can do with mods in this for sure. I'm very light on mods here, but I've seen some of the things that you can do with mods for sure. We've done that. Okay, so we need to do that in a second. It's like 9 PM over there. It's like 4 PM here in the States. Yeah, like UK to US. 130 plus mods, 6K assets on average. Absolutely murders the computer, but it's fun for me. Especially watching as the frames steadily tank as you enable each and every mod. Must be especially fun for you right now because they broke all the mods. Because they didn't, like, the small update. That must be real fun. It was annoying enough for me just looking at the things that were broken for me, even though I didn't really care about a lot of them and I didn't really use them that much. It was like, come on. We fix them. Alright, Metro. So, one of these. Okay, so, we don't have anything around here, and we don't have anything here. So, I'm probably gonna have to get in, like, a few things at once. We might have to make this... Yeah, perfect. Oh, you know what? This one might not work like this. Oh, sorry about that. Like that. Otherwise we might run into the edge of the map issues. Okay, that's fine. And then we're going to put in some down here. Not as many, but some. There we go, that should be fine. And some trains. Small update barely broke any mods. Really? It broke... I only have like 7 or 8 mods and it broke like 5 of them. How did it not break any of yours? Way less compared to plazas and promenade / airports. Also, you public transport. Yeah. Public transport's the worst part, right? Just putting it all in. It's so annoying. In America, you drive your car, or you get hit by a car you're trying to walk. Well, you're trying to walk, yeah. Well, this is not America. Here, we get hit by trams and buses. Like real men. What? Makes sense. Okay. Can we turn? Go. Excuse me. Oh, that goes like over here. Okay. Oh, we've got to connect it to that. I forgot that was even there. We've got the whole flipping airport. It's like half the reason it even exists. We won't. Or should I actually... You know what? I should make that one connect up to there. That can be what that one is. And we'll have some other connectors as well. Oh, wait. No, I should actually do it as part of this specifically. Not just as a tack on it. here. Yeah? Does that make sense? Everyone shake their head. No, it doesn't. That's fine. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to exist. Like me. Okay, here we go. Alright, now we just need to make routes between them. Actually, I should also put in... I wanted to have connectors between there. Hello? Why is that not? This doesn't have power. Let's fix that. Nah, Real Man gets hit by a $90,000 gas chugging F350 lifted up to the point it can't even pass the drive-through height limit at a McDonald's. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Time to eat some humble pie. Okay. We got some connections. Alright, let's start off down here. So we want this to go here. 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 Up to here. Then we'll make it stop here as well. And then it should just connect there. And then we just want the reverse. Yeah? Capiche? Oh, excuse me. Okay. We got that. And then we'll do another one. In this loop. And then we'll figure out some more of the finicky ones. A stop here. Good. Oh, no, not that way. Not that way. Why is it trying to... What? Is this too sharp? Is that what's happening here? Sometimes it's like real finicky about the angles of these. Train lines. Wait, what? Do I have to... What's happening here? What? What's happening? Can I not select? Okay, let's delete that then. Is that working? I think it's working. It gets real weird sometimes. Okay. There we go, we did it. We got it. We got it. America! We definitely have those types of people here in the States. I can imagine. As you were explaining it, I was like, you know what? I don't think she's joking. I don't think she's being facetious. I think this is what people really think. To each their own, I say. To each their own. Wait, what? What's happening here? Where's the completion point? Huh? Oh, it's up there. I'm just an idiot. I just didn't see it. How you get gas pumps with the cost of the last guy showing $100+ spent on gas? It's so much money. Especially since you're pretty sure your gas is cheaper because it's by the gallon instead of by the liter. I don't know if that makes it cheaper or not, but it probably does. But still, I think your gas is a bit cheaper. That's a lot of gas. Lee, welcome. How are ya? That's a big city. It is a big city. It is a very big city. We're almost done. We're almost done the big city, which is very exciting. Let's just have them go all the way around, just be weird like that. Okay, that's fine. Let's have a connection. What did that just do? Okay, I don't know what happened, but it's fine. There. That's gonna be some weird lines. I don't think that's all gonna work very well, but I don't really care at this point. We're just working to complete this. Let's speed it up to ×2 now. And let's keep things going. Yeah, welcome Lee, how are you? How you going? I was actually joking, but based off a very common and partially true stereotype. Yeah, here it's like $3.30 a gallon. What does that translate to in what does that translate to in liters? Because ours is like $2 a liter at the moment, which is pretty nuts. But I know that it's like it's expensive everywhere. The weird thing is, like, I don't know if I've told this story on stream before, but I've certainly said it in my my own life before. But when we went to New Zealand for our honeymoon in, I want to say 2016, sometime around then. I probably should know this. I really should know this. Anyway, sometime around then, when we went to New Zealand, we got there and we were like, jeez, $1.80 a litre for unleaded fuel is insane, because it was like $1.30, $1.40 maybe or something when we left from where we were. Like, that's insane. That's so expensive. Several years later, $2, over $2 a litre for unleaded here in Australia. I'm just like, what is this madness? That's so expensive. And that's not even like, you know, 20 years of inflation where you've got, you know, gas that used to be like 30 cents a litre, now it's like $1 a litre. Like, that's still nuts, but at least it makes sense because of inflation. That's just like all the craziness with all the price gouging that happened with the pandemic and stuff, and it just has never receded, unfortunately. Which is just, yeah, mental. Before the prices jumped, it was like $2.60. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I think it's like sub $1 a litre. Oh wow, 1 US gallon is like 3.7 liters, so it's like 0.87 a litre in the States. When you account for conversion, that's still much cheaper, because with conversion that would mean that it'd be like maybe $1.30, $1.40 a litre. So yeah, it's still way cheaper. Which is just, yeah, that's crazy. Cali Games, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if you're just having a cheeky lurk or what, but I hope you're enjoying the stream. Let's fill this in. Let's fill in these weird spots, just holes that we left. And let's get rid of. Can we go up? I think we might finish the city tonight. Or, well, this... no, we've got a chance. Maybe if we put it on 3 speed. That's in areas where gas is cheapest, so that plays a factor. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Southeast has the cheapest fuel in the States because Texas, yeah, the good thing about that state, right, because they have like, what, a lot of oil and stuff. Yeah, it's just crazy how expensive things are at the moment, and unfortunately, to be a Debbie Downer. They won't get cheaper, they will get more expensive, which is terrifying. But in my city, it's probably still as expensive. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's put it on 3-speed. Let's see if we can just crank this out. Let's just see how we go. We'll slow it down if we look like we're gonna overshoot. But for now, let's just crank it and start filling in. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go. Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, did I put in infrastructure for rubbish? But that's what this was. That was supposed to service this area here because we've got one. We had one over here somewhere. Well, this one services that area and this area and stuff. So we should be alright. Why is our power? Oh. That's not finished connecting, that's why. That's right, it's fine. Texas in general is bad, but they're basically our oil source, so kind of got to deal with them. The amount of stuff you hear coming out of Texas, and you're just like, bruh. Especially, I imagine it must be worse, almost worse for you guys, being like, they're a part of the US somehow. And, yeah, we have to live with the fact that people associate us with them. What happened here? Oh, I guess it's zoned onto those roads, not this big one. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Did I zone this right? Yeah, that's high density. We're good. We're good. Remember, I think last year our gas prices spiked up by like 30 cents over where it was before because some idiots shut down a pipeline carrying oil from Texas to the most of the East Coast. Yeah, it was probably like the climate activists that have been everywhere. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they mean well, but their actions have consequences that unfortunately some are intentional and others are not. Either way, it's rough on all of us when they do it. American news is an absolute mess, so it's kind of hard to keep track of what's going on where. I mean, there's a lot of states. It would be hard to keep track of anyway. Alright, well, it's all filling in. It's filling in. People are using this road now, which is something, I suppose. Are many people using this? A lot of people going over. There's a couple of people going through. Yeah, it's alright. It's all going alright. I think what they reported was it was overseas hackers shutting down digital systems, so foreign interference. Oh wow, okay. Was that fake news though? People be cray though. That's their fault for buying inefficient vehicles? Yeah. I would just hate to be in that scenario at all. It's just like, bruh, I'm just trying to live my life. Stop it. Do we have any new things? We haven't checked in a little while. I'm gonna say probably not, but we're gonna look anyway. No. 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 Gee, that one's a lot. We have like no monuments, which is really annoying. Has this... Hold on. We've been waiting on like this city park up here for flippin' ever. Our rocket's almost ready to launch. Perfect. People are leaving the university. Beautiful. So many more people need to show up. Like, that's going to take so long to do anything. Pretty sure it needs to be level 4 or 5 as well. It's so annoying. I'm just sitting here in a kind of efficient SUV. Bruh. Oh, we have a learned toad. Okay, strap in, everyone. Let's pause this momentarily so that we can do the learned toad. Your ears and my voice is about to embark upon a journey of enlightenment and knowledge. That's what we're calling it anyway. No idea what this is? Well, you're about to learn. It's times like these where we turn to strap self in. Good, we're all seated, we're ready, we're comfortable. It's times like these where I like to turn to this. It's either Toad or Marge Simpson, who's been smoking 30 pack a day for 60 years. It's one of those two, and we like to learn from the world around us. Fun factoids that we were unaware of before previously. So, everybody get ready. Here we go.
Bacteria that cause tooth decay, acne, tuberculosis, and leprosy can be cured with cashews.
Man. That's nuts. We got it, everyone. There's 2 more though. Don't worry, there's 2 more. It keeps coming.
Henry Ford was Charles Lindbergh's first passenger in the Spirit of St. Louis.
One of those people I have heard of before. Crips, you probably are more aware of these people. Cool. That's a fact. Last fact. 3rd fact. Here we go.
The odds of getting a hole-in-one in golf are estimated at about 18,000 to 1.
Jeez. Actually, I guess it makes sense, but it's crazy. Makes you feel even better when you get that hole-in-one, right? 18,000 to 1. There. That's. I mean, that was. Thank you. That was something. That was indeed a thing that just happened, and I hope you all enjoyed it, or at least still exist afterwards. I think I mentioned what car I drive when we had that hurricane roll through and flood from a flood building out in the parking garage. I think so. Yeah, I think so. That is amazing. Oh no, the dad joke. I don't know what you're talking about. Nah, not the nut pun. It had to be done. It had to be done. It was nuts. Like, what do you want from me? I am literally a dad. I literally am a dad, and I made a joke. What do you want from me? Wow, I learned something. I know, right? This stream is not only... It exists, but it's also educational sometimes. What more could you ask for in a stream? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Alright, well, just keep waiting for things to fill in. Old 21 Bronco Sport runs as well as it should since it's like, since it's only like a year old. Hey, 21 model. I mean, yeah, good job. It's hard. I remember my first couple cars were like 20, 30 years old, and that was like 10 years ago. So if they were still around now, they'd be like 40 years old or something. Crazy old cars. To be honest, want more dad jokes? Well, maybe we should we look up dad jokes? Hold on, let's look up some dad jokes. While we're waiting for things to zone, I don't want to do it in a separate window because it will like make it go nuts. Let's look up some dad jokes for you. Well, we do have the actually, hold on. Just put in exclamation mark. Was it exclamation mark bad joke, or is it, yeah, exclamation mark bad joke Or bad jokes, I think. And then you'll get some dad jokes right there. My first was a 2012 Honda Accord, like 5 years ago, I think. Hey, that's the car that Jesus drove. Pete, you know the one? You know the... you know the setup for that joke? He will come by his own accord or something? Honda Accord? There's a joke in there somewhere. Comedy, everyone. Comedy gold. Alright, let's fill this in. Not there. Not yet. What is the least spoken language in the world? Sign language. We did it. We did it. Perfect. There we go. Dad jokes. He did not speak of his own accord. Yes. He just drove it instead. That's how we know what car Jesus drove. It's in the Bible. It's written. The only issue I had with it was it chugged gas. Oh. If Jesus were there, he would have turned water into gas. I don't know. What do you want from me? No, not dad jokes. Like I said, I'm a dad. Sometimes I make jokes. This is what we're here for. This is what happens. You know what? We don't need to zone that yet. We just wait. We got another one here. Why do you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're so good at it. That's like the whole ninja theory, right? At any given time, there could be upwards of like 5, 10, 20, 50 ninjas in any given location. And the only way you know that they're a good ninja is if you can't see the fact that there is 50, 100, 2,000 ninjas in any given location. Because if you can see them, then they're not very good ninjas, are they? That's just a fact. That's just a fact. I don't make the rules. When I got my 15 Ford Fusion, like a year after, I loved it. Hybrid engine, got to be a bit more efficient. Who would have guessed? Yeah. I mean, I've got like a Toyota Yaris at the moment, like a 2019 Toyota Yaris, and that thing. It's funny. That thing is like deceptively. It's like a bloody TARDIS. It looks like it should be the tiniest thing ever, and like it's pretty small, but it actually has a deceptive amount of legroom, mainly like in comparison to other small cars that are very similar to it. It has like I've never once been like, damn, I have nowhere to put my legs. I always have enough legroom. Okay, let's just fix that. There we go. Keep going. You can't see me. Does that make me a ninja? No. It makes you a bucket of milk? I don't know. I mean, it depends. I know that you exist because you're speaking to me. I can't physically necessarily see you, but I know of your existence. Seeing is only half the battle. The rest of the battle is knowledge. And if you have knowledge, knowledge is power. And if you have power... Where was I going with this? Let's just zone some more houses and stop trying to act smart. There we go. That's enough. What did the grape do when he got stepped on? He let out a little whine. Man, Melvin's on fire tonight. What absolute crackers of jokes. And by absolute crackers of jokes, I mean the jokes that you get in those Christmas crackers that are always terrible. Which are the best kind, obviously. It seems like the need for industrial and offices has just like come to a grinding halt. but we're still getting the residential need, which is fine because we've got a whole bunch of stuff that we need to fill in here. It's just weird. The Yaris. I think those don't sell well here in the States. We like our large cars. Yeah, I was gonna say you wouldn't sell many over there at all. Everything's bigger, and especially the cars. You like your F350s and 150 massive utes and or utility trucks, vehicles, whatever you call them over there, and much larger vehicles. To be fair, I never really cared that much for a hatchback previously, but this thing, it just, like, it's easy to drive, it's quite fuel efficient, and it was cheaper than the other ones, so it was good for me. Toyota Yaris was my first car. There you go. I drove it for nearly 200,000 miles. That's nuts. My second car, not my first car, my second car had, by the end, probably about 300,000 Ks on the clock. But that's still not as much as 200,000 miles. That's insane. Got some good mileage out of that one. I clocked like 140k on the Fusion because I was driving 30 plus miles a day in that thing. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll certainly do it. It's good when you get a car that will just keep going. You have power. That is all. Once you have knowledge, you have power. And once you have power... Yeah, that's sort of where we run out of ideas. We just got power at that point. Put a light bulb above your head. That's the knowledge. And also the power, I guess. It's like, it's the circle of life. I don't know. There is a market here in the States. Yeah, it's small compared to the large cars though, for sure. The old gas guzzlers, yeah. The big chonkers with the gas. Chonking that gas down. In the States, we like our overcompensating trucks. Hummers and massive Ford pickups and all sorts of things. I don't, though. I prefer something on the smaller end for the States. Yeah, I mean, whatever works. I mean, I've never felt the need to overcompensate for anything. I'm just like, yeah, if it gets the job done, who cares? We're done. We're good. We're sorted. Gets me from point A to point B. I mean, I did have a bigger car, and I spent some money on it when I was like 19, and then I grew out of that because I was like, I want to spend money on things that are more important. Ever since then, it's just been like, we actually had one car for quite a while. We only got 2 cars in this year, I think. We got a second car. My wife got like a bigger SUV because she liked being able to see onto the road better, and she liked that car. But yeah, 30 plus miles a day for 3 years straight. Yeah, that'll wind up the mileage for sure. Which a few trips were a bit longer, like 800 to go to Atlanta and back thrice. That's a lot of mileage. That's a lot of mileage. This is feeling like we're not going to get there in the stream, which is sad. We're going to have like one more stream, which is, not the end of the world. But I thought we might have been able to squeeze it in this stream. But we should have a rocket launch ready that we'll do at the end of the stream if everyone's keen for it. But yeah, we're not quite done yet. Honestly, I find big trucks stupid. So my parents-in-law have one of those essentially American-style like F150 or 350 pickup. Like it's like a Nissan something, but it's massive. Like it's a big boy, and every time, like, because they have to, the thing is they have to park it in like 2 parks as well because it's so big it doesn't fit in one park most of the time. And I was like, every time I even just think of that thing, that think that that thing exists, I just get annoyed because I'm like, they're the people that are taking up the parks that I want to be able to park in my smaller car, being better for everyone else being able to park their cars as well. And I just get annoyed. The worst thing over here, I don't know if you guys have them as well, but we have all the normal parks, and then like on the edges of entrances and exits and stuff, mainly, you have small car parks. For, you know, small cars, like hatchbacks and stuff, especially, mainly, predominantly. And guess who always parks in those parks? The friggin' massive SUVs and massive utes and massive wankers. All the time. Like, almost every single time we go to the shopping centre, we drive past about 5 or 6 of the small car parks and just go, wow, that's a small car. Look how small that car is. That car's probably as small as that guy's dick. Wait, it's massive, his isn't. Wow. It gets me a little bit worked up, you might say. It's just annoying. Loving the Tetris theme, by the way. How much of a banger is that? Is that that song in smooth jazz with a little bit of swing? It's good, isn't it? My aunt and uncle who live upstate have an older Chevy Silverado 2500. That sounds big. I don't know what that is, but that sounds big. Being an old car and a Chev, it's probably big. It's probably chunky. Still fits in a single parking lot space. Okay, well, I think your parking spaces may actually be larger than ours due to the fact that a lot of people have larger cars there. But even still, yeah, it's if it fits in the one park, it's better. I love that Japan have such tiny vehicles. Yeah, they have like they have a whole bunch, because they've got a lot of like densely packed cities and stuff, and the way that they structure their roads and everything are like more tighter packed a lot of the time. You get that a lot in Europe as well, especially like when we went to Spain. There's so many like really tight like one-way streets, and you would think that would make it so a lot of people had smaller cars, but actually you still get big cars through there. So, but that's where small cars would be ideal. We don't have the small car parking normally. It's normally the same sizes and they are massive. Okay, so I think you just have bigger car parks. But yeah, it's mainly just like on entrances to areas and stuff, because especially if you have two cars trying to go through like an opening, and then there's big cars, or like around a corner, especially big cars parked in those entrance areas. Somebody has to stop and wait and look, and like you just have to have all this stopping and starting. Whereas if you have smaller cars there, then the traffic can continue flowing, and then morons in big cars in small car parks. It literally says on the ground, small car park. Your car is not small. It's medium at best. At absolute best, it is medium, not small. It is not small. Really bothers me. We found your trigger. That and Dead Space 3. Don't get me started on Dead Space 3. Don't even get me started. That game was a trigger in itself. Basically an equivalent to an F-250. Okay, yeah. I can picture that. I know what that is then. Yeah. Big chunky boy. Our parking spaces are huge 90% of the time. Yeah. Yep. I can imagine that. That makes sense. You have wider roads as well, I think. Most of our roads are relatively wide over here, but you certainly get some areas that, especially like Melbourne and stuff, where the roads narrow a bit. But even then, they're actually a little bit wider. But the parks are pretty narrow. Look, Phil needs to tow his caravan. No. Don't. The thing is, that thing doesn't have any more towing power. It's a big car, but it doesn't mean that it has more towing power. I mean, to be fair, maybe specifically that car does have more, but I'm pretty sure it's not like it's not like a really, and they've got like the tiniest caravan ever. they could tow it with almost anything, but they have to have a massive ute for some reason. Whatever floats your boat. Here our cities sprawl on and on and on and on. Instead, here in the States, we have a ton of disabled parking. Oh, I see. Because the ADA literally required them. Okay, right. So it's similar principles in different ways, but executed differently. It's not small. It's medium at best. Really need quotes. Yeah, I think I don't know if either of you two joined the Discord, or if just somebody wants to put in the Discord in the suggestions to have the ability to put in quotes so that we can start getting some quotes in. Because there have certainly been some quotable moments in this stream alone, for sure. Our roads sit around 8 to 12 feet a lane. That means literally nothing to me, and not because it's in feet, and I'm usually used to the metric system, but because I don't know what our road size is. I have no reference for road size. It's not the sort of thing that I can visualize in my head. But sounds big. I know if you go further out into the country, not even that far from here actually, like half an hour's drive, some of the roads are like massive compared to the ones that we have around here anyway. Why is the officers need not gone up at all? What's that about? Who got together with the committee and decided that for the whole city? It's like the Blue Light Committee. Anybody know about the Blue Light Committee? Anybody aware of this? For Christmas? Did this happen in the UK and in the States as well? About, what, maybe 7 or 8 years ago? The Blue Light Committee got together and decided all of the Christmas lights in all of the land shall now be blue. I don't know why. I don't know how.
Raiding party!
Chance, welcome. How are you? Raiders, welcome in. I'm just ranting about Christmas lights now, for some reason. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the raid. Hope you're doing well. But is that a universal thing, or was that just like where I live thing? Where like several years ago they just decided blue lights are the in thing, and we will have only blue lights everywhere. And
whatever they tell you, it is definitely not a cult.
That's right. It's not. It's 100% not. Is that just an us thing, or is that like does that happen everywhere? So I really don't know. Darkosian, is that how you say that? Welcome. Not a cult. Oh, there we go. We've got our own. We've got a separate not a cult. Welcome. How are ya? The babies are a new nightmare. Which babies? What babies have I missed? Oh, the raid babies. Of course. They are a new nightmare, aren't they? I forgot that was even a thing. I completely forgot. Hi, Warlord of Chaz. Welcome. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing well at the moment. Hope I'm doing well at the moment. Yeah, about that. What's wrong? What's going on? What's wrong? Welcome, Raiders. We swear it's not a cult. Not a cult. Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like where they've come from isn't a cult either. So we're just all one big happy, not a family or a cult. Or a family of cultists? A cult family. A stroke? Call the Bondulance. Somebody, please. What? What's going on here? What is that? What's that symbol mean? Too few services? Get over yourself. You got a car? Go find your own services. Hey, Dad. Jesus. I may have destroyed his city. Oh no, what did you do? My world has been destroyed? What happened? We need the details. What happened? I am very well aware of the destruction of cities. We had 3 cities before we turned off natural disasters because, my word, we lost every single one of them to a tsunami. Hence the name of this city. Tsunamis turned off this Timesville. Because we're done. We're done with them. So what happened? Join us. Not a cult. How do I join the cult? You're already in. All you need to do is click the follow button and then join the Discord. There we go. Crips has even put the Discord there. Bam. Join, and then you're in the. It's not a cult though. It's not a cult. Please, somebody definitely don't play the "it's not a cult" sound file that we have specifically for this reason, because it isn't a cult. So you don't even. Why would anyone even bring that up? Like, that's a weird thing to bring it up. Skittles, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing alright. Let me just catch up on the chat. Permission to post a link. Dark Ocean, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. So I think Crips is already on it. But yeah, the way that Discord, not Discord, the way that the Twitch chat is set up, it bans all links. So if you can put it in the Discord, then I can definitely see it there. Won't go through, links get deleted. Yeah. Follow and subscribe, I guess. Yeah. That's the only way. It's the only way. That's how you join the definitely not a cult. A tsunami happened. I'm well aware of the the tsunamis. So I feel your pain. So much work into some of those previous cities. We were going so well, and then the tsunamis hit, and we're just like, it literally encompassed the entire city, and we were just so done. We were so done. We turned it off. We're just like, no, not doing it. Probably your best bet to posting links is Discord. Yeah, it is. You can feel free to DM it to me on Twitch. I generally don't play them on stream, but I can certainly look at it after stream. But Discord is generally the best way. Is the best way for me. Damn, I was hoping for some blood sacrifice. Look, I said it wasn't a cult. I didn't say there wouldn't be blood sacrifices. There won't be in this stream specifically. Just because I'm not set up for that right now, but you know, blood sacrifices happen. What are you gonna do about it? Hold on, I'll have to do that. It is a subscriber soundboard, so let's go. Not a cult.
Whatever they tell you, it is definitely not a cult.
Fixe ça 200 près de tout le gain time. We like murder.
That really doesn't help me sell them on the fact that it's not a cult, Crips. God damn it. I am definitely a member of the non-existent cult at this point. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, one follow short of 360. Yeah, we're 359. So close. Almost there. This is no normal tsunami. What happened? Can they do... So, is there like a... Do you have like a... Not a mod, but like an integration or something that allows viewers to add stuff or something? Or... What? Explain yourself. Explain yourself, sir or madam. That sounds awful. We also have a wheel spin, which we'll do in just a minute. Now we're talking. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. That happens. It happens. I think it happened on the Skyrim stream, to be fair. Bruh, sinkhole is open in the city. I'm trying to fix my city. Oh, god damn it. Rip. I feel so bad for you. That's actually the worst. I mean, sinkhole's probably the least of the disasters, but that's still rough. He had crowd control going, and I redeemed 4 major tsunamis at once, so they stacked up on top of each other. Right, so is there like... I'm aware of things like that, but is there specifically like one for cities? That's crazy. I love that. I love that chaotic energy. I think I would just rage quit. But I love that energy. Maybe if we do another one... Well, we will do another one eventually. Maybe when we do another one, we could go something like that. I don't know how I'd handle it. Like, it broke me having 3 of my hard work, like the hard work that I put towards making those other cities just destroyed by a single tsunami. It broke me. I don't know if I can do it again, but my goodness. God, I could not do that. Spend too long on my cities. Yeah, me either. Hot sauce, please. Okay, let's do the spin the wheel for Pete. Let's see what he gets. Just to let you all know before we spin this wheel, it's not rigged in any way. The only weight on any of the things on the wheel is for the hot sauce. Look, it is weighted lower because it is the Carolina Reaper hot sauce. Some of the hottest, well, it's like one of the hottest, or if not the hottest chili in the world. So I don't want to be having it all the time. But it is genuinely not rigged, but it always seems like it is. Like, for example, I'll spin this. It'll probably land on hydration, but let's see what happens. Is it going to prove me right or prove me wrong? Motivate me. You know what? That's an interesting one. I like that one. We'll do a motivation. Great to motivate all the raiders and the concurrent viewers at the moment. Let me just catch up on chat and then let's motivate everyone. Hopefully this time it won't be motivation to start a revolution. I think what we'll do is we'll save it. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to save it. We're going to do some motivation. We're going to launch a rocket. And then we're going to start to wrap up. Because it is that time of night for me. So I hope everyone's okay with that. I'll catch up on chat and then we'll start the process. 30 meteor strikes and 1 tsunami. Let's see. Can he rebuild? That's when you need one of these bad boys. That's when you need to just take a moment to remember all the people, not even the people that died in the natural disasters, but just this dude who's trying his best to make a city, to make it thrive, to make it live, to be the man he was meant to be. Bruh. I feel bad. That's so. This is why I never bought disasters. Was it something you had to buy? I got bought my copy, so I'm not sure. But I just turned it off because I was done. It was rough. Okay, clip has been posted. Awesome. I'll check it out after the stream. I know it's gonna be good. I'll definitely check it out afterwards. This port lad got completely screwed. I spent literal months doing cities, so I could not. Also, natural disasters is a DLC. Oh, it is a DLC. Okay. All right. Is everyone ready to be motivated? It's motivation time. Let's do it. Okay, that's good. All right. Are we ready to be motivated? Is everybody motivated? Well, you shouldn't be, because you're about to be motivated. Get ready. Here we go. Motivation time. Here we go. Cause mayhem. Have a passionate relationship. Live. Fulfill your destiny. Destroy evil. Become famous. Protect a friend. Abandon an ideology. Have more and more and more and more. Escape a bad situation. We feel motivated now? I love that it started with cause mayhem and destroy evil as well, but then also it feels like some of those things may have contradicted. Abandon an ideology. That was a rough one. Imagine that. Just being told to abandon your entire ideology. People can't do that on the best of days. All the worst of days. Thank you, man. I needed that. Gonna go. Wow. That's not the motivation we're trying for. Psycho Devil. Or Devi. Psycho Devi. Bruh. Relax. I hope you're doing okay. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. This is a chill zone. Flower shirt and nice beard already did it for me. Hey, I got a new shirt the other day actually. It's another flower shirt. So I have like a rotation of different ones. I got this one I got this one the other day. Isn't that loud? That is louder than me and the music combined. That is like the loudest shirt I own, and I've owned some loud shirts. And it's funny because I got them to be ironic originally, and now I put them on and I'm like, you know what? kind of fire, you know? Did I use the word right? I'm hip. I'm down with the kids. Pop the clip in your Discord. Always have that motivates now. Thank you. Thanks, Milk. I appreciate it. It's a good one. It's always a classic. That felt like that was the least rigged spin we've had because it was actually worth it almost. Psycho, are you okay? Yeah, you okay, Psycho? You okay? Thank you for the follow, Psycho. I appreciate it. 360, I think we got to just then. Yeah, now let's make an Xbox One. I don't know how to do math. That shirt isn't pink enough. We have other ones. They're not here right now. This one's like, yeah, this is like the least loud of the shirts that I have because it's like relatively muted colors, and I'm actually going to be getting more of these shirts for Christmas, which is going to be great. We're going to add them into rotation, but I love a good like loud Hawaiian shirt for stream anyway, because they're just ridiculous. Are you okay? No, I'm Psycho Devil. Gotcha there. Maybe you should be doing the dad jokes. Maybe you should be doing it. Also, the trend of getting more viewers later on continues. I know, like, this has happened so many times recently. Either I've just been about to finish the stream, or it's been like 2/3 into the stream when we got a raid or like new viewers or whatever. I mean, I certainly ain't complaining, but it does happen for sure. Number started at 8 to 10, now it's like 18 to 20. Wow. I honestly, you guys are great. That's the words. I can. Someone call the Bondulance. No, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. 360, you. I got the hot sauce once. That's the least rigged spin. Yeah, we did get it happen once. It did happen once. That was I was not expecting it to happen, and it did. Anyway, let's do. Okay, so we said we were gonna do this. Let's launch a rocket. Is everybody ready to launch a rocket? We have a rocket here. We've got a rocket to launch, and I need your help. I need your help to launch this rocket. It's called the HMS Buckets of Milk, and we're going to launch it to the moon. The milk bucket? Oh god, no. Cities casually carrying average viewer counts. Shush! I don't know what you're talking about. This is a horrible idea. This is a great idea. Alright, so anyone that's new, anyone that's joined the stream recently, we have to launch this rocket. But how, you may ask, do we launch this rocket? This camera so we can do it properly. Well, I mean, so far it's actually worked pretty well, but there is a way, there's a game that we play to launch the rocket. It's a familiar game to some people, but it's specifically for launching the rocket in this case. There is a countdown for launching a rocket. Yes? Peach? What you guys have to do is you have to run that countdown. But there are some rules to that countdown. We start at 10, we finish at 0. On 0, we have to wait like a second so that there's no double ups. But on 0, we launch. If there are 2 of any number, the countdown starts again. If you go 10, 9, 9, countdown starts again. If the same person does 2 numbers sequentially, the countdown starts again. If somebody is out of sequence, so we go 10, 9, 8, 9, 8, the countdown starts again. You have to get all the way down to 0, and then we launch. So this is up to everyone in chat to launch this rocket. Is everyone in? Does everyone understand the rules? Can we launch a rocket? We did it last time with like 4 or 5 people, and honestly, I was surprised that we got that far, because the first time we tried this, it was a dismal disaster. This is a horrible idea. I'm gonna just sit back and watch as everyone makes numerous mistakes on the counter. We're gonna be here all morning. Look, as long as it takes. No, not as long as it takes, because I gotta go to bed. Actually, I'm gonna slow the time down, because it is still running. Actually, I'll pause it for now, because it's running in the background. Alright. Crips, wow, you did it. 9 comes after 6, right? Yeah. That's a nice way to do it. Nice. Alright. Are we ready? Somebody start the countdown. We're gonna start with 10. We're gonna get all the way down to 0. Let's do it. Somebody make it happen. Cheated the system? No, because if you do it sequentially, if the same person does it sequentially, even if it's in the same message, you have to start again. Oh! What is that? 10, 10, 8. Pete was obviously expecting Skittles to put a 9. Alright, start again. We're back at 10. We're back at 10. Go start again. We're gonna launch this rocket. We're gonna launch buckets of milk at the moon, and we can't do that if we don't have a sequential countdown. Come on. Pete started at 10. Here we go. 10, 11. They ask how you're doing and you've got to say that you're fine, but you're not fine. I should have that one as well. Somewhere, somehow. That's a classic. Start again. Run it again. We go 10. 9. Okay. Good start. Solid start. Ooh, the tension and the hesitation is palpable. Will we ever launch the buckets of milk? 8.5. I'll count that. I'll count that. We're down to 7. We're down to 7. Can we do it? We didn't do it first time this time, so there is that. 6. Good. Turn up. The aircon's getting too frisky. 10. 4. Run from the top! Psycho, I'm gonna time you out in a moment. If you don't cooperate, I might have to time you out. Actually, Pete can even time you out because he's a mod. He can time you out for like the length of the countdown, which in theory should be 10 seconds, but it's probably more likely 10 minutes. 10. Okay, here we go. 10. Let's do it. We can do it. I believe in you guys. You can do it. We're at 10. We're at 10. 9. Okay. It's looking good. We got the first 2 numbers. 8. Got it. Believe. Believe in the heart of the cards. Ooh, nobody wants to nobody wants to put that 7 in. Everybody's too scared. 7. There we go. Oh no! No! Start again. Run it from the top. Run it from the top. You can literally cut the tension with a knife, bro. 10. There we go. 10. 9. Alright. We can do it. You can do it. I believe in you guys. Come on. You can do it. 8. 8. Oh! Run from the top. It went from everybody, like, not wanting to do anything to now people jumping in straight away. 10. Okay, we're back at the top. Back at the top. 10. This is the one. I'm feeling it. This is the one. This is the one. 9. Okay. Not like this. 9. 8. Good. 7. Nice. This is looking promising. Can we launch the rocket before midnight? This is the question on my mind. I'm supposed to be going to bed. Will it happen? Oh, the 6. The 6 was the one that got us last time. No, 7 was the one that got us last time. The tension is mounting. Oh, 6, 5. Oh, I thought that was going to be a double 6, but we did it. 5, 4. We're almost there. We're so close. We're so close. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to get that 0 in. Don't double it. Who's going to do it? 0. -1. We did it. We did it, everyone. Round of applause. Round of applause, everyone. Exclamation mark clap. That is a free sound alert in the chat. That's not a subscription one. You can do that. Exclamation mark clap. We did it. We launched the rocket. Now we're going to launch it in-game. Here we go. Well done, everyone. You did it. It took a while, but we made it. Let's launch those buckets of milk into the sky. There we go. That should be good. We did it, everyone. I was so tempted to hit it, then Psycho said 6. Yeah. And that was so close. It was so tense. You guys did it. I'm proud of you guys. You did it. And here we go to space. The buckets of milk. Oh no, it's gonna hit the plane! Oh jeez, that was close. And I thought the countdown was stressful. What is happening? We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it, everyone. Well done. Let's save it now. Let's save it on that part. There we go. Whew. We did it, everyone. We sent buckets of milk to the moon. We finally did it. Tension could literally be cut with a butter knife. That was intense. That was so intense. The poop water going off into the sea. No. That's a misnomer, because the poop water actually stops at the garbage collection zone. It's just that the rest of those 2 tendrils are deeper, so it looks like it's still poop water, but it's actually clean. You might not know this, but that's actually fact. That's not poop water, Skills. Yeah, it's not poop water. It's worse. Maybe. Yay, time to make a new moon. Jeez! Nuking the moon? We don't need it. We don't need it. What do we need the moon for? Tides? I can make tides myself. Was that a fat joke? I don't think it was a fat joke. Water is deeper there because of the erosion of the river current? Yeah, exactly. Designed the delta for the river that way. Source literally created the map. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was explaining, yeah. I mean, where do those rockets go anyway? Well, we're sending them to the moon with more buckets of milk to make sure the cheese doesn't erode over time. I don't know if that's how cheese is made. Something to do with dairy. I'm going to say milk. It's probably not true. We're going to make our own truth. Anyway, man, that was a stream. That was fantabulous. You guys are the best. Thank you for everyone that came in, Raiders especially. I really appreciate it, all the extra follows. I hope you had a good time. Just so you guys are aware, especially scheduling wise, I am a variety streamer. I do different things on the different days of the week. Not weekend, week. Monday, currently, is the Skyrim stream, which will eventually turn into like a Fallout stream. We've done Oblivion and Skyrim. At the moment, we're doing Skyrim, but thank you for that. Wow, that's a great sound. I like that sound. Thank you for that, Milk. Yes, currently we're doing Skyrim on the Monday and City Skylines on the Tuesday. However, when we finish the City Skylines city, they will switch around. So cities will start being on the Monday, and Skyrim, well, not cities, we're going to be switching out for another day. That slot will be on the Monday. Skyrim will be on the Tuesday. Wednesday we have a bit of a rotation. This week we've got a holdover week where we don't have anything, so we chose in Discord. Sorry, Discord actually helped me choose. We're going to be doing a flight sim stream where it's going to be pretty chill. It's going to be like basically kind of just chatting vibes. Me trying to fly a plane with all the assists on because I can't fly a plane. We'll see what happens. It should be fun though. Vanilla Skyrim or modded? We have some mods. We don't have. It's not like heavily modded. Most of them are just like looks and some like quality of life stuff. But yeah, it's mainly naked mods. Yeah, that's probably the term for it, right? There's a few like cosmetic stuff, but mostly it's fairly vanilla with just a few sort of quality of life and cosmetics things. Yeah. We're doing anyway. So Wednesday, yeah, we cycled through a few things, including like House Flipper, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Minecraft. We've got a few things on that sort of cycles. And then Thursday, so actually this is a good time to plug this, especially now that there's a couple more people here. Thursday we usually do Cyberpunk 2077. I am genuinely enjoying playing that, but we have less people in that stream usually. We've had a few good amounts of people in some of them, but we've had, and now this is not to say I'm cancelling that, but what I am saying is this. Let me show you. My wife bought me this bad boy today. This I've never done Lego before, like a Lego set. But she thought this would look cool in the back of the stream. So we're going to be replacing the Cyberpunk 2077 stream with a Lego building stream. We're going to build the gauntlet, and we're going to snap half of you out of existence, probably. Because half the people will want to watch. No, we're going to build this. It should be good. Infinity Glove? Yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm going to be making it. I'm going to be Lego Infinity Gauntlet. Exactly. Roller Coaster Tycoon, my favorite game. Well, we play it every now and then, and I love that game as well. So I hope you enjoy that when we get around to it. No, someone get Thor! You can't stop me. Half the people, or half of each person. Half of each person. Because Thanos already did the half of half of the population. That's not original anymore. You're all just going to be halved. It's going to be interesting. But yes, we're going to do this, I reckon. I kind of just decided on the fly today because I only got this today. So I reckon it could be really fun. I've got like a webcam that I used to use instead of the DSLR that I should be able to set up on my desk so we can actually see the build happening. And we should have a lot of fun. It'll just be kind of chill, just chatting, building the demise of half of every person in the chat, apparently. So yeah, that's what Thursday's going to be. I hope you guys are interested in doing that, because honestly, I think that should be really fun. And then Friday we do a co-stream with a fella called Air Nukes. He's an American streamer that we've been streaming with for quite a while. Currently, we are playing the Halo Infinite Co-op campaign that recently came out. We've played through all of the previous Halos except for 5 because for some reason not on PC. And we're playing through Halo Infinite campaign. 1 out of the 3 times we've played, it had crashed my entire PC. Everything just combusted. So we do have a caveat where if it crashes just the once, because like it's not even crashing the game, like it crashed my whole PC, had to restart the stream. So if it does crash, then we go on to a backup game. But it worked last time, so we'll see. But that's the idea. Star Wars Squadrons is our backup. But yeah, and we don't stream over the weekend, and then back on the Monday with Skyrim. So that is what you have to look forward to. Hopefully some of those games interest you. Yeah, that's what the schedule is shaping up to be anyway. Skittles giving the "we will cut all homeless people in half by 2025" vibes with that. We will cut them all in half. There will be half as much homeless people. Well, I guess that's not inaccurate. Infinity bisector. Yep. Don't chop the dinosaur, Daddy. Chop it. What a niche joke that was. All you Australian folks out there actually know what that ad is. Anyway, yeah. It was good. It's a good stream. You cut them all in half. Technically, you have 0 because they are all dead. Well, I mean, I guess you're not wrong there, but as long as they stay signed in on their Twitch, like they're not going to sign out if they're dead, so I still get the views. Yeah. Loophole? Anyone? Anyway, I need to go to bed, so I hope you guys enjoyed the stream because, man, I genuinely had a blast. Yeah, it was good fun, and I appreciate the raids. Actually, man, we should shout out. How do we do a shout out? They put a new thing in, right? Shout out, Chance. It's Chance. I don't know if you're still here or not. Shout him out. And Monkey didn't actually raid, but I'll shout you out as well. I don't think you actually. Oh man, my brain is a blur. But we have some lovely people from Monkey's streams as well. Monkey, who came over. Only one at a time. Sorry, Monkey. We'll shout you out another time. I'm sorry. Chance gave us a good raid though, so I feel like that's warranted. Do not. Sorry. We suddenly have an excess of fertilizer that's totally not half human.
Whatever they tell you,
it's fine.
it is definitely not a cult.
It's absolutely fine. Do not bisect the ancient race, father. Don't do it. Chat's turned dark for real. I mean, it's not a cult. It's not a cult. Crips said it right then. It's not. We're all thirsty for blood. I mean, somebody asked for a blood sacrifice before, and maybe this is it. Maybe this is the catalyst. I did promise that it does happen, so... Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to raid a delightful... that's not what I meant. I just clip that. Cool, what a great clip. I meant to click raid. We're gonna raid another delightful Australian streamer who I met in person who's just as delightful. It's his birthday today. He had troubles with OBS updating. He had to update it and it broke everything. So I think he's just chatting at the moment. I don't know how he's gone, but he's lovely. So definitely give him some love. Say happy birthday. Hang around as you know, as best you can, as long as you can. I'll be hanging around a little bit, but as I said, it's pretty late, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Birthday party. Skittles is really bloodthirsty. I think Skittles is the one that asked for that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Just you know, leave most of the murdering to me, right? Lee. No. Drongo. It's Drongo. So let's raid Drongo. Alright, yeah. Thanks everyone so much for the stream. It was a blast. It was genuinely really fun. Tomorrow, as I said, we'll be doing the flight sim stream. Thursday will be the cutting everyone in half race stream thing. Cutting the human right. Call the Bondulance, please. And then next week we're back with what will probably be the finale of the cities stream, and then we'll move on to other things and eventually come back. But yeah, let's start up the raid. So everyone join in if you can. Thanks, such fun. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Milk. Thank you for helping us launch buckets of milk at the moon. That was great. It was really fun. Yeah, once again, city streams being absolute bangers. Yeah. It makes me sad to finish up the city, honestly, because they're just bangers of streams. We'll definitely come back to it though. We'll take a break and I reckon we'll come back. Hell yeah, milk in space. Nice. All right, let's raid out. Thanks so much, everyone. Catch you next time. Bye bye.